Okay, mic is on. Dumelang. Let's see, is this mic working? I switched it on. Okay. Let's see, is this mic working? It's working. I switched it on. Okay. Where is my friendship? Let's see. Where is my friendship? Kyoko guy. Hey, running a business and doing a show, guys, is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all, but yeah, we do it for you guys. We do it for you. Yeah, okay. Where is Kia? All right, well, we're still waiting for Kia. Ladies and gents, today is it's World Osteoporosis Day. Something that we don't really talk about, yet it is also huge. And unfortunately, the stats for Africa in general are what? They're non-existent. I agree, we are a third world country, Africa. So non-existent. There's my buddy, non-existent. Chomi?
Hey, Ben.
Hi.
Yes, hello. I am struggling with something here.
What are you struggling with? Whoop whoop! Ha! Oh, you didn't tell me. Otle, wait. Otle, Vaki, you didn't tell me that you managed to do the shirt. And then where did she go? She vanished. She did an abracadabra on me. Ooh, but that's a beautiful surprise. I don't know where Kia went. Hey, but network is a pandemic, Leona. But now I don't see Kia. I see her phone.
Hello.
But to network is but jealous kana.
Yeah.
I love the green on you. I love the green. But it has that thing. Why say you come on
I'm trying to switch on the light.
Okay.
Technology to me. This is like.
So it's not only me. I said nothing.
Today is me and technology. We're thinking,
Yeah, we struggle. The struggle is real, guys.
The
struggle is real.
How's the light?
Yeah, it's sharp.
Yeah.
I'm
testing out this ring light. So yeah, it's a struggle.
How una enye?
Ring light.
Oh, ring light. Hey, I still have to get me one of those Lena self.
So once again set up.
Oh, I love what I'm seeing. Guys, do you see how technology is a real pandemic? Ooh, Northern Cape. Yo, but it's everywhere. Hello, Dumalang. Pela, when you come to the show, you must say hi. We need to recognize you, Pela. You need to say hi so that we recognize you, that you are here. Oh, yes, back again. Let's see. Okay, let's see now.
Yeah,
what's happening today with your network?
Network and
Hi, Tula.
Network and me trying to find my way around this. Once again, today technology in Shapa Ding Dong.
Or you looking for that corner of the house? I think there are certain parts of the house where the
Yeah,
network
that
is
corner of
perfect.
the
Oh
and
my
my
God.
headset.
Yo, hi Tula, hi Tula, hi Tula. So
Hi, Tula.
Chomnyaka,
Mm-hmm.
just before you came in, I made a bit of a, what do you call it? What are we talking about today?
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, we will be touching on King World Osteoporosis Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but then actually we need to touch on what we spoke about last week, right?
Yes, we need to. You.
Yes. So just give us a synopsis. What did we speak about?
So last week we were talking about teenage suicide. The teenage suicide, the causes of suicide, uh, what are our responsibilities as parents, what are
Mhm.
our contribution as parents, and how we can help our kids through this
Yes.
transition or through this difficult period of their fragile years or through this difficult period of their time. So my friend, you were the researcher. You were bringing
Oh my goodness.
research council. So you
I'm
were going.
Research Council. I love that. Woo, I love that new name. I love that. I love it. I
Yes.
love it.
So, oh, by the way, guys, we didn't discuss this.
No, we didn't actually.
No.
Now I was wearing this last night's training. So
Yeah.
I was like, wait again, I came out washing. I'm gonna wear
Let's
exactly what I was wearing last night's training. I was
no
only
about.
seen by Botula. Yeah, nobody saw me except for Botula and people who have my private number where I update, okay, it was so much fun in the academy. But everyone else didn't see me. The skipper is still clean. So I'm like,
No, it's very
I can be more.
pala washing
I
ya
can be
more.
more. I can be more. Yo, I watching now.
Yeah.
Woo. But great minds think alike.
No, it does. We are in sync. We are like this.
Thank you, Anachonyaka. And by the way, this is juice. This is cranberry juice. It's,
I was
it's
about to ask.
unfortunately not wine. It's unfortunately not wine.
Yeah.
But Tula
So,
Galena, she was about to ask. But I do have wine, okay? But wine, I drink it late.
yeah. So,
Mm.
what did you find out? What did you find out for us? We're not going to dwell into this topic as this
We're not
topic is.
gonna dwell.
Mm-hmm,
No, we did dwell into it last week. So what I
mm-hmm,
found was there's a lot. Actually, we say we need to find out what we can, if we can find some things on YouTube that are
mm-hmm,
inspirational, or like
mm-hmm,
how to be a better friend, how to be a better parent, how to be a better neighbor.
mm-hmm.
Guys, there's a lot on YouTube.
Definitely. Mm.
There's a lot on YouTube. How to be a better friend, how to be a better person, or how to signs of a suicidal person, a suicidal
Mm.
teenager. It's there.
And the funny thing, friend, this morning it was the
Mm.
topic on radio. And exactly what we spoke
Yes.
about is what the parents were saying. Like I had to call my mom to come and
Oh,
listen.
wow,
She must come and
really?
she must come and listen because most of the things that
Sheila.
we touched on, most of the things that we touched
Hey,
on, they spoke about it today. The science, um, which I mean,
wow.
we spoke about the science. So it seems
Mm.
like it's a topic. It's a serious topic. Or they were even discussing it this morning. But
Wait till I'm Hey.
mhm. one of
Oh,
the
but one
things
of
that
that?
one of the things that I still emphasize, and that's like every topic or every one or every research that I'm doing,
Mm.
about this, the number one thing is that don't shy away from asking somebody you see or only the signs of suicide. Go straight out and ask that person, are you trying to kill yourself? Are you thinking of killing
Yo.
yourself? Don't try and sugarcoat it. They say that is the best way to try and help a person. Don't work around it. Don't try and
so in other words, it's like ripping the band-aid off.
Yes,
You must
so
do it like that.
Most of the research that I've done, the videos that I've watched about parents who had cases like that, and experts in the field and teachers, they say the best way. And some teenagers, there's another one I was just watching right now when I wanted to go and pick up my niece. It was teenagers. They were saying it's always better to ask us. Come out and ask, because somebody who's suicidal just want to be asked, are you trying to kill yourself? Are you thinking of killing yourself? As hard as it is, yeah.
It sounds so hard. I can't picture myself asking anybody that question.
But then,
like, Tula, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts, Tula? Yo, what are your thoughts? Yo, this is hectic. Imagine asking somebody, Pulane.
I mean, if it's your friend and if it's your child, remember, you know their pattern. If they obviously you can't just go and ask a stranger because you don't know the behavioral pattern of that person. But if it's somebody close, like your friend, your child, your sister, your brother, your cousin, I mean, you know me, friend. Immediately when you start changing and changing, because we talk, Nalwena, you've got a right as a friend to come out to me and say, yeah, are you okay? Is there something that I can do to help you? Are you thinking of suicide? Are you thinking of killing yourself? Directly. I mean, if I am, it will shock me out of that trance.
Yes, actually, because I ripped the band-aid off. Sure. And Kaya FM, they were talking about it on radio. They were talking about mental health.
It is an ongoing Mauban, and just morning on Motsweding FM.
So this thing is real, guys. Let's check up on each other. Hopefully, I did emphasize on that. Luena, you've been emphasizing that we need to check up on each other. If Unotseba know this person, we know our patterns, like bona bo Thula, bo Vivian Sehlisiwe, Vivian Mukome, bo Ezdithandeka, I know their patterns. I can go maybe 5 days but more than a week it's unacceptable. I'll check up on you guys. You check up on me. Because like we said, maybe you just inboxing me and just checking up on me, that is all that I needed to know.
Exactly.
For me to start the healing process. So let's hear. Tula, are teenage suicide is real. I have seen the stats going up rapidly. It's true what Gay is saying. We should be asking them straight away. So here you call me out. I must snap out of it. Kaba dehydrated with immediate effect.
Yeah, so as you said, we're not going to dwell too much into this topic, but we do welcome comments. Tell us your story. Tell us what if you've been through it, if you were suicidal at some point. Because remember, when we were growing up, when like you were thinking of drinking painkillers, thinking you're bolaya. So if you've been through stuff like those, tell us how you dealt with it. If you have a history of somebody in the family who has attempted or probably committed suicide, share with us. You might help somebody.
Now, I was one of those kids in high school. I used to slit my wrists. I was one of those kids.
So it's real. And how did you overcome it, friend? Let's just quickly go into how did you overcome it?
I just snapped out of it. I just snapped out of it. I just wait to keep on the guy. You why hopefully Yizo.
Yes.
Tumbi said that then she was suicidal in there, and I copied what she did. Like what are these opinion that's why I don't watch soapies anymore.
So when
she
it wasn't mental. So when it wasn't mental health, it was you coping.
No, it was mental health, and then I was not mentally stable, and then I saw somebody in my state doing that, so I was like, oh, Lina, let me try that, and I tried it and it didn't work. Here I still am.
Let's say. Yeah, no, friends. Thank you
Yes,
for
show me.
sharing that. Let's
So
go.
I think all of us have been through at least one episode of just a mental crash, mental breakdown, depression, anxiety, you name it. But you need to pull yourself up. Nanto and two say, you know what I did? People say I'm busy, ne? Uh, Trust guys, but what's on Nena they will tell you what is busy. I used to be in all sport codes, well, almost all. I used to do netball, hockey, athletics, and I even did bo. I kept myself constantly busy. That I just threw myself in work for it. Waba. So I also did body Olympiads, bo interact, those social groups in high school where we do like community work. Like we'll go, like let's say maybe we'll say, okay, let's go to Frenaching, the town, and just pick up the litter. The Interact Rotary International. That's what I also did. I also did it debating groups. I did everything. Well, almost. I didn't do rugby. So yeah, guys, I'm not busy now. Hey, I used to do everything. Okay, let's say 80%. So I did athletics. I did king netball, I did hockey. Then Bukadi weekends I'd be playing football, soccer, So I kept myself constantly busy. And I just snapped out of it. Because neke socializer, le bana ba bang.
Yeah. Because
Mm.
keeping to yourself is also not helping the situation.
Yes, it's very unhealthy.
It's very unhealthy.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
we have multiple personalities. So all my 15 personalities will be having a part.
basically, Babali tea party, get together, pajama party.
And then that's not a good idea. So Homonate, when you are out with other different people, and Jay, you just it just stimulates you in a different way when you are with other people. That's why I rata network marketing so much.
Yeah, because you network, you communicate, you talk about a whole
Yes.
lot of things.
Le batho ba bantsi, yes, le batho ba bantsi.
Yeah.
So Chomi, moving on to World Osteoporosis Day. Yes. Do you want to add on or should I start?
No, you start, my friend. You start.
Oh, so nna ke starte pele ka di-stats.
Research
Okay,
council.
pele ke move so. Hey, and I'm a research council. Yo, like, yeah, even Linda, sometimes when I look at my phone and my laptop, I'm like library. So now I'm on the site, yeah, NOFSA. NOFSA is the National Osteoporosis Foundation of South Africa. Okay. So they explain osteoporosis like this. They say osteoporosis is a disease in which the density and quality of bones are reduced, leading to weakness of the skeleton and increased risk of fracture, particularly of the spine, wrists, hip, pelvis, and upper arms. In many affected people, bone loss is gradual and without warning signs. Until the disease is advanced, it can result in extreme pain and, in severe cases, even death. Osteoporosis is also known as the silent crippler. Silent crippler. I get it's gradual. So it's known as a silent crippler because a person usually doesn't know that they have it until it's too late. And unfortunately, in many cases, the first real symptom is a broken bone. In Zanzi was South Africa. In South Africa, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men will possibly develop this disease within their lifetime, which means potentially between 4 and 6 million South Africans suffer from osteoporosis as we speak.
Hey, friend, talking of osteoporosis, the other day, you know, you know that I don't take milk and I don't eat a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, when you are not human, yes.
So you remember that accident when I fell off the step ladder? You know, the first thing when I hit my head on the floor, when I hit my head on the floor, I was like, damn it. If I have any broken bones, I'm not going to heal. Because so the first thing that I listened to is a crack. You know what? If any bone is broken, I'm not going to heal here because obviously somewhere my bones are brittle because they don't. I don't drink milk. I don't. But then, fortunately and good for me, I started. It's been I think 6 months now that I'm taking our calcium. So even it was a struggle, you know, it was a struggle taking the calcium because it tasted like milk. Yeah, so I'm constantly taking the calcium, and yes, the calcium and the berry oil. So
I am Pola. Okay, my friend. So I'm going to shock you a bit regarding calcium and bones. Remember, during now, I have the privilege of knowing certain things, you know, like now I'm a researcher on steroids to the power of 100, you know. So there are 10 foods that literally, okay, when I answer, then I'll just talk.
Yeah, my courier is delivering something. Let me go and sign for it.
Sharp. So, ladies and gents, there are 10 foods that literally eat your bones. There are 10 foods that literally eat your bones, right? The first one, believe it or not, dairy. Dairy, as described, dairy doesn't help with bone health. And in fact, it makes it worse. Ditching milk and dairy products will help prevent osteoporosis from developing and also get rid of mucus problems as well as skin and gut issues. Because dairy products are acid forming, they literally leach minerals out of your bones and increase your risk of fractures over time. A 12-year study conducted by the Harvard Nurses Health Study, so we work at Harvard University, they did a 12-year study, which followed over 75,000 women, found that increased milk consumption had no protective effect on bones and didn't reduce fracture risks, right? In fact, increasing calcium intake from dairy actually increased fracture risk among those participating. You can opt for almond milk or plant-based milk. Okay, so go for almond or plant-based milk. Where is Tula? Tula, are you listening? Hey, I wonder where's Tula. Tula, I don't know where you are, but okay, let me go on with this research. So the first food is dairy. Wow, that was quick. Yo, that was very quick.
Yeah, I just find
that was so quick.
Sign for it. My dad is carrying it on in the house, so.
Oh, okay, Chomi. So, Chomi, I was saying that there are 10 foods that literally eat your bones.
Eat.
Ne? There are 10. They eat away your bones. Yes.
That's one I have to set up straight.
And you're gonna be so happy to hear one of the stuff. The first one is dairy. Wait, okay. Okay. Am I sharp now?
Yeah. Oh, yellow bone.
Yeah, okay. Yellow dark. So the first one is dairy. And I said dairy doesn't help with bone health. In fact, it makes it worse. Ditching milk and dairy products will help prevent osteoporosis from developing and also get rid of mucus problems as well as skin and gut issues. So because dairy products are acid forming, they literally leach minerals out of your bones and increase your risk of fractures over time. Okay? And then there's a 12-year study that was done by the Harvard Nurses Health Study. So Harvard University did this study for 12 years, né? And they followed over 75,000 women, and they found that increased milk consumption had no protective effect on bones, né? And didn't reduce fracture risk. In fact, increasing calcium intake from dairy actually increased fracture risk among those participating. So rather opt for almond milk or plant-based milk.
Yeah, no, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track.
You're on the right track. Yes, Chumyaka. And then
I didn't break a bone.
Yeah, that's that's where I'm coming. That's where I'm coming. All right, that's the first one. Stay away from dairy products, okay, or just minimize. The second one, processed meats. The second one is processed meats. All meat, poultry, and fish are acidifying foods, and so should be eaten in moderation and in balance with foods that alkalize, or better yet, not at all. Highly processed meats and cold cuts should be avoided at all costs. They're full of preservatives, color, and flavor enhancers like sodium nitrate, which are all potent acidifiers. Highly acidic foods strip crucial minerals from our bones to help buffer the acidity and increase the pH of the food. So we must stay away from bo paloni bana, bo ham. Hello. The third one, processed sugar. Processed refined sugar is one of the most acidifying compounds you could put in your body. That's why battery sugar is like it's equal to cocaine. Have you heard that statement? Have you ever heard of that statement?
Nope.
Battery sugar is only cocaine.
Now I'm addicted to sugar. That is why I like this.
So processed sugar, Chomi, it's highly acidic foods strip crucial minerals from our bones that normally make them healthy and strong. Sugar also harms collagen production. So collagen production, which makes up part of the bone matrix that gives your skeleton a flexible framework. Stay clear of processed sugar and instead opt for seasonally ripe fruit or dried fruits like dates and figs and bona babudi dried fruits. The third, that was the third one. Nah? We've got 10, remember. The fourth one is bleached flour. Most of the white flour you use or we use for baking, né? Or the white bread you might be eating is bleached. You read that correctly, bleached. Bleaching uses toxic and acidifying chemicals like chlorine dioxide or benzoyl peroxide. I mean, sanitary pads, I get it. They washed with what? With bleach, with toxic chemicals, I get. Yes, with byproducts such as alloxin. Alloxin induces, listen to this byproduct called alloxin in bleach flour. Something else. So alloxin induces diabetes as it destroys insulin-producing cells. These chemicals are also harsh on our bones as well as every other aspect of the human body. White flour is devoid of all nutrients that would normally nourish your bones too. If you can, opt for flours that haven't been bleached, such as whole wheat flours and gluten-free flours made from quinoa or rice. We are learning, Ajay. That was the fourth. The fifth food to stay away from. Hey, this one is tough, eh? The salt. So to get a So America is one of the largest consumers of salt. At least South Africa, don't worry. Salt zaps calcium from your bones, weakening them over time. The more salt you consume, the more calcium is leached from your bones. And remember, the more salt you consume, blood pressure also goes up. One study found that increased urinary sodium excretion produces an increase in urinary calcium excretion. So the more you eat salt, the more calcium you lose through urinating. Sure. Consuming a high salt diet will degenerate your bones at a faster rate. increasing the potential for injury. A great salt alternative that I make is by dehydrating celery into hard little bits and then blending it into a fine powder. Mudim. It is delightfully salty, but might take some time getting used to if you consume a high salt diet already. Mudim. Number 6. Reshwila, we are dead. We are dead. The sixth one to stay away from. The one that we all love. Soft drinks. Carbonated drinks. Soft drinks are one of the worst offenders of destroying bones. Hey! People often drink more soda than they do water. I get it. That's true. Which leads to major health problems. It is suggested that phosphoric acid in cola, so Coca-Cola, it leaches calcium out of the bone, or that too much phosphorus inhibits calcium absorption. This is a catch-22 situation. In addition to the amount of highly acidic processed sugar in soft drinks, it can lead to a concoction that literally eats your bones. Instead of soft drinks, try making some flavored water with cucumber and fruit. So
cucumber and fruit is not just relevant. It's good
yes, for you. It's very healthy. It's very good for you. Harabon, number 7. What's working, guys? As a fella, caffeine. The 7th food to stay on. So, caffeine in energy drinks, sodas, and coffee also accelerates bone loss. Caffeine interferes with calcium absorption and leads to calcium loss through urine. Coffee is also acidifying, so it accelerates bone loss, especially if consumed in excess. I get not too much coffee. Ditch the caffeine and opt for a tonic made from maca powder, like the long reach vitamin drink. It has maca. Yes, so drink maca powder, which is in the long reach vitamin drink, herbal tea and honey. You'll be surprised at how great you feel. So we've got an option. The 8th one, alcohol. Alcohol is detrimental to your bones. It is highly acidic and largely dehydrating. When your body is dehydrated, a lot of different things happen. Your skin becomes dull and wrinkly, and your organs start to malfunction. I'm not going to read everything else about alcohol. Then there's something called trans fats. Stay clear of trans fats. These are formed when liquid fats are infused with hydrogen atoms in a process known as hydrogenation. It essentially takes healthy fatty acids and converts them into unhealthy trans fatty acids. These hydrogenated fats speed up the aging process and cause severe inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation can result in reduced bone density, which can later manifest as osteoporosis. So stay away. Trans fats. That's why you have to read the ingredients, like of what you buy. You'll find that some of them they write that no trans fats. Yeah, some of them, like body fast food store, you must check that. And then the last one, too much protein. So Lona Bomo girl, why is the power off? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So this one is the flat one. Okay, I was using this one in the morning. Okay, thank God. So thank God. Okay, the last one is too much protein. I guess. So, but too much protein is never a good thing. Eating too much of protein can increase your risk for a variety of different health conditions, and it could be just as bad for you as smoking. According to a new study, meat and other protein-heavy animal products like eggs and dairy contain sulfur-containing amino acids which promote acid production in the body. To help buffer the acid, our body naturally draws on alkaline reserves in our bones to balance our pH level. These alkaline reserves include things like magnesium and calcium, which are needed to keep our bones healthy and strong. So our alkaline pack-up, it's alkaline, yes, it has calcium, yes, it has magnesium, yes, and many other nutrients. Do you see why we go for alkaline diet? Bagit? Do you see why we are told, the doctors are telling us we must go alkaline? They know. So my friend, for that is all from me. Are there any questions?
Yeah.
The way are there any questions?
Correct. I'm still digesting this information.
It's too much, ne?
The way kiratang, you know, I don't eat a lot of things, ne? But the way kiratang, chesanyama kateng, and obviously chesanyama, the way I can eat it almost every day.
Thank you. Spices are teng, let's why latin. Munatomo.
Yeah, eh? Yeah.
So for our bone health, we must stay away from so many things. We must stay away from caffeine, from dairy, from salt, sugar, from burying, trans fats. Oh my God, we must stay away from everything basically. Processed meats, processed sugar, soft drinks, flour, white flour, stay away from that. And alcohol. Also.
That's my weakness. White flour is my weakness because honestly, I think I eat brown bread once a month.
Once a month. Ooh, I love your honesty, Wanachumiak.
No, seriously, nothing tastes as horrible as brown bread.
But we are learning from Eswatini.
But we are learning. This shows that we are learning that we need to change our lifestyles. We honestly need to change our lifestyles because right now, right now, with everything that's going on, with the environment changing, with the chemicals, with the air pollution in the air, we are exposed to so many toxins in our bodies. We are exposed to so much, so we are forced to change our diet. And anyway, we always complain about things being expensive, so we might as well go to brown bread because it's cheaper. It's cheaper and healthier. So we don't have an excuse.
Yeah, so World Osteoporosis Day, Longreach has got the products. You heard them. They said you must get products with maca in it. Our vitamin drink, Longreach vitamin drink, has got maca in it. You see, it's a vitamin drink. So it's jam-packed with vitamins, right? They said alkaline diet. They mentioned that Longreach has that. The Dreamy Beauty capsules. This is for women, very good for bone health as well. We've got the Arthro Sap, very good for bone health as well. Yanu, what's happening?
Somebody's calling you.
I'm busy with the show. My partner on phone, we are busy with the show.
Yeah, your camera is frozen, but I can hear you. But I can hear you.
Okay, at least the products it's fine. And then we've got the Longreach Nutri-V Blue as well. The shake. So that's nice. We've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only mentioned 5 products. Just for now, I'll mention 5 products.
So we've got products for that. We've got products for our bone health and overall immunity. We've got it all covered. And one of the things as well that we can do is taking care of our physical fitness. As we said, every Wednesday we mention physical activities. Whatever we talk about, it includes physical activities. So we also need to keep our bodies moving, move, dance. If you don't want to exercise, just dance, jump.
And they say they're like the physiotherapists and chiropractors. They also say strength training is also good. So we need to lift weights, include lifting weights with our workout regimen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like detainer, guys, we start somewhere. Start ka detainer if you don't have weights.
Take 2.5 liters of the
Yeah,
and you don't need equipment. You don't need to go to the gym.
Thank you. I mean, we're working out perfectly. Level 5, level 4 showed us flames.
If you don't have dumbbells, take a 500 ml, Coke. Throw away the Coke and pour water in it and start using them as your dumbbells.
Yes, Chomiaka. Yeah, so my friend, that's all that we have for everyone today. Yeah, I got to go. Business is calling.
Thank you everybody for watching, and then join us again next week. Time, same place. Love you.
Thank you so much, Omi. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.